Oh, I've lost the A on my book.
What do you mean you've lost your A?
It starts with Z rather than as.
How did we lose the A?
I don't know. Got the A back.
Finally some good news here. We've got the A back.
And hello below, Sarah, and hello, Alfie.
I feel like he's trying to subliminally influence you here. Can you see? Do you need to have it more angles?
Choo-hoo. Oh, I can see what chat's saying, I just can't see who's saying it.
Well, that's not important. We're here for whatever chat's saying, not who's saying what.
Hello, Babom.
You're all just merging into one continuous amalgamation of horrible minds trying to salt me or something.
And a good mood to the spotted cow. Right, let's read while people join us. So, as Symmachus had predicted, the theft of the Staff of Chaos had few short-term consequences. The current Emperor, Uriel Septim, sent some rather stiff messages expressing shock and displeasure at the staff's disappearance and urging Symmachus to make every effort to locate its whereabouts and communicate developments to the newly appointed Imperial battle mage Yaga Tharn, in whose hands the matter had been placed. Tharn, Symmachus thundered in disgust and frustration as he paced about the small chamber where Baron Zaya, now some months pregnant, was sitting serenely embroidering a baby blanket. Yaga Tharn, indeed. Aye, I wouldn't give him directions for crossing the street, not if he were a doddering blind old sot. What have you against him, love? I just don't trust that mongrel elf, part dark elf, part high elf, and part the gods only knows what. All the worst qualities of all his combined bloods, I'll warrant, he snorted. No one knows much about him, claims he was born in southern Valen Wood, of a wood-elven mother, seems to have been everywhere since. Baron Zaya, sunk in the contentment and lassitude of pregnancy, had only been humouring Symmachus so far, but now she suddenly dropped her needlework and looked at him. Something had piqued her interest. Symmachus, could this Yaga Tharn have been the nightingale disguised? Symmachus thought this over before replying, Nay, my love. Human blood seems to be the one missing component in Tharn's ancestry. To Symmachus, Baron Zaya knew that was a flaw. Her husband despised wood elves as lazy thieves and high elves as effete intellectuals, but he admired humans, especially Bretons, for their combination of pragmatism, intelligence and energy. The Nightingales of Ebonheart, of course, the Rathim clan, House Hu, the House of Mora in particular, I'll be bound. That house has had human blood in it since her time. Ebonheart was jealous that the staff was laid here when Tiber Septim took the horn of summoning from us. Baron Zaya sighed a little. The rivalry between Ebonheart and Mournhold reached back almost to the dawn of Morrowind's history. Once the two nations had been one, all in the lucrative mines held in fief by the Rathiums, whose nobility retained the high kingship of Morrowind. Ebonheart had split into two separate city-states, Ebonheart and Mournhold, when Queen Leanne's twin sons, grandsons of the legendary King Morelin, were left as joint heirs. At about the same time, the office of High King was vacated in favour of a temporary war leader to be named by a council in times of provincial emergency. Still, Ebonheart remained jealous of her prerogatives as the eldest city-state of Morrowind. First among equals was the phrase its rulers often quoted, and claimed that rightful guardianship of the Staff of Chaos should have been entrusted to its ruling house. Mournhold responded that King Morelin himself had placed the staff in the keeping of the gods Ethan, and Mournhold was unarguably the god's birthplace. Why not tell Yaga Tharn of your suspicions then? Let him recover the thing, As long as it's safe, what does it matter who recovers it or where it lies? Samaka stared at her without comprehension. It matters, he said softly after a while. But I suppose not that much, aye, he added. Certainly not enough for you to concern yourself further with it. You just sit there and tend to your... And here he smiled at her wickedly. Embroidery. Baron Zaya flung the sampler at him. It hit Samaka square in the face, needle, thimble and all. Okay, so I think we'll leave it there for now.
Well done. I suppose you've already said hello to Babom, the spotted cow, but also an Alfie, right?
Yes.
Well, add Potato to that list.
Hello, Potato.
Who had a very weird dream when he was taking a nap to pass the time till the stream. In his dream, all the Nidd tubers and himself replaced the cast of the Jurassic Park movies.
Oh God, I
you
would
have to
been
further
the person
explain.
screaming a lot.
Well, all of those people are screaming a lot. There are dinosaurs there. You're not special in this instance. They're all very large, dangerous lizards. The only point why your fears of dinosaurs is irrational at the moment is because we all believe they're dead. Babom points out that Potato should be careful. His stream could get a copyright strike. Fair point. But speaking about Babom, you can, by the way, close the book.
Okay, oops. Yeah,
we don't need to,
remember
you know,
what we were
multitasking.
doing.
You're supposed to be able to do that.
I've forgotten what I'm looking for. I'm looking for
Staff.
a book, aren't I? Or
Big
a
staff.
Big
I
staff.
forgot.
Let's
Where
just
was I?
have a look.
Babom would like to know, I assume of you,
Yeah.
because you somehow have knowledge in that matter, why his RimWorld game decided to give him a heatwave, a toxic fallout, and a cooler breakdown all at once.
Oh boy.
Well, answer, Sal. What did you do? Why did you bribe the game to ruin itself for Babom?
Well, it's just how it works. What was Rise to the East? Why won't it tell me what Rise to the East is? There we go.
Don't forget, don't open
yeah.
maps indoors.
That's right. Report back.
Just some
Authors.
arbitrary Skyrim rules that we had to come up
Oh,
ourselves
and that's someone in... Yeah, right,
because
cool.
the game decides to crash itself.
Okay, so...
I'm upset Potato hasn't explained further what his stream was about yet. Like, for example, who was I? Don't bother telling me by name. You just have to describe the role, because I personally don't like the Jurassic Park movies and thus has never seen them. I've never seen them. Words.
I saw at least one of them.
Why would you, out of all people, watch them?
Because it took me ages to realise that my nightmares about dinosaurs tended to coincide with watching things about dinosaurs.
Well, wow, that's a no-brainer. Well, obviously, Potato was the main character because of point of view reasons.
Yeah. We are
Who's
usually
the main character in
the main character of our own dreams.
Who's the main character of the Jurassic Park movies?
Can't remember. The dinosaurs.
Sybil also believes that I would be the old guy who invented the Jurassic Park theme park.
Okay,
And Potato's typing on a PlayStation 4 controller, so he wants us to give him a break, and I refuse. But Mom would like to know if I was a prehistoric rat. And Alfie says they don't call her Speedy Sal for no reason.
They don't call me what?
Speedy Sal?
Ah.
I wasn't aware that we did call her Speedy Sal, but maybe I'm not part of they. Have you found out yet what you were doing?
Yeah.
What?
I'm looking for a thing.
What's the thing?
It's a thing with a name. Searched her, didn't I? Oh no, hanging moss. How did I not search her?
But also wants to know if it wasn't one of the Attenboroughs who played the old guy in the Jurassic Park movie. Look, there's a door. Clearly it's behind the door.
I imagine so. Yes, nothing. We got any traps? No, I don't think so. What's that?
A wooden beam.
That's suspicious looking.
It's probably just a storage cupboard. Well, apparently, in Potato's dream, I was eaten alive. Apparently it was quite traumatic. Still doesn't tell me who I was. If I was the old guy who invented the park, I A, want to have some brownie points given to me also, and secondly, would like to feel proud of myself because I alone could invent dinosaurs in a gated community. Well, there wasn't really a gate in there, more like a small door surrounded by fences. Is it fence or fences?
Could be fences, fencing, fence.
I don't hear of fences.
Yeah, fences. Well, fences would probably indicate... Oh, I had it right there, but it just snapped too early.
Are both fence and fences correct plurals of the singular fence?
Fences would probably mean that there was more than one perimeter. So it would suggest layered fencing.
Layered fencing. Now that I think about it, I'm not entirely sure how to describe the plural of fence in German either. I mean, you've got Zaun, which is German for fence, but you never really get into a situation where you have to call something out for having several Zäune. That just sounds silly. It's still just one Zaun.
So I've got a quest marker over here. There isn't something hidden, is there?
Have you tried the upper level? Like, look above you. A little higher. There it is.
Ah, okay.
Either it's stuck in the ceiling,
or it's up the stairs.
Or it's up the stairs.
Right,
wow,
did
magical.
I pick up everything from down here? I think I did.
You picked up most of the burnt books, I assume.
Yeah. Well, no, I left the burnt books where they were.
So apparently it was a lot more of 2 and 3 instead of 1. I don't know what your weird numbering scheme means.
What?
Potato's pointing out that it was more of 2 and 3 instead of 1. I am assuming he randomly assigned numbers to the old guy who invented the park and the slightly overweight IT guy who got torn apart by raptors. I feel like I'm not getting enough input from you on the idea of getting torn apart by raptors.
Who, me?
Yes, you. It's almost like you're afraid of them.
I can't remember which one was what. There was lots of tearing people apart by raptors.
Our Jurassic Park movie numbers. This doesn't help me at all. Apparently there were 3 Jurassic Park movies. Something that's already baffling to me.
Oops. Let's go over this way.
Well, there you go. It's the big, obvious Vibe book.
Yeah, but before I take it, is there anything else that I should take?
The birdcage scene. I don't remember a birdcage scene in Jurassic Park. Which is a ridiculous statement, seeing how I've never seen the movie. But, you know. There are 4 Jurassic Park movies, with a 5th one coming out this year. What the...
Let's stand over here. Okay, yeah. Nothing happened yet.
But also believes that you must be a saint in order to tolerate sarcastic old mere.
Ah,
No, she's just distracted.
Yeah, I'm used to sarcastic old mere. Alright, Arundel, found your book.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Got it.
Let me take a look.
Does he have to stab the book with the mace?
There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor.
Okay, yep, some kind of potion?
Yes. The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
Sounds arbitrary.
Yeah, amazing.
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
Yeah, I was going to say, so I'm going to be your test subject then.
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
Okay, so it does sound dangerous. So, how much do you really know about this stuff?
I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you.
And do you know where we can find it?
I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
Okie dokie. What's it gonna feel like? How can the skull be affecting Dawnstar?
That's the staff.
Oh, yeah, okay, so, and what's it gonna feel like?
You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body. Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina.
And how will I know? Can I come back? Will I be myself again?
I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled.
I see. Okay.
The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample of the torpor left undamaged.
Alright. Now, I just found another book there. Have I missed anything?
I don't know, but apparently it was Boris who made the dinosaur park, because Nidd science, which is obvious in hindsight, but I'm still upset.
Yep. I think we searched it. Alright.
Do you know how long this has been lying here?
Oh!
Jesus!
Hang on. Are you a bad guy?
He has a red dot over him. He's just spoke. Okay, Arandur is working on it. Never mind.
Well, I wasn't sure for a second there.
He wasn't either. He's just woken up, and he immediately knew that the green guy is bad, but, you know, you being a large cat might just be a dream hallucination. But also points out that you missed the throbbing organ in the corner.
What throbbing organ? Or was
The
this
one in the
something...
corner.
What corner?
I assume the corner where you're picking up other things. Pretty close to that wall there. It's probably got a key hanging on it too.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering.
Yeah, but you're also walking towards it as if you were believing chat.
I sometimes believe chat.
Oh, wow, I never believe chat.
But
Sal, there is no organ in the corner. You can move on.
Okay. Alright, Arundel, let's go and wake some more sleepy people.
It's a bit rude if you think about it. You mean they've just gotten... Oh, he just stepped on him. He's walking all over him.
Damn you! Wait, we still Stop them!
There's some people downstairs.
Hey, be careful! Beg me to kill you before I'm done.
Okay, she's dead. Who else have we got? Oh, there's people down there.
Never mind, problem solved. Also
Is
say hello
everyone
to
dead?
Blazing
Now
Gale.
that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor.
Yeah, gotta raid the place first. But how will I know what it looks like? Well, hello, Dennis. How will I know what this torpor looks like?
It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here.
Okay.
So it'll definitely be downstairs.
And
The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me.
I am gonna guess that it will have a white arrow above its lid as well. But first of all, let's just see if we got anything good from these people. Oh, a bee. Look, Mia.
Why does she keep a bee in her pocket?
I don't know.
Well, again, you're the same foolish cat who keeps a bee in your pocket, but I shouldn't be complaining. So apparently, Blazing Gale was busy teaching
Yes, my daughter.
a rather rudely talking person some manners, I believe.
Ah.
Also, Belorso is quite surprised that you, out of all people, would believe Belorso, out of all people. And then he said, bless you. I'm not sure if you sneezed or not.
I've got a tickle in my
Yes,
throat.
my daughter.
Shush!
What is it I can help with?
You could get out my way so I can raid the tables.
Blazing Gale would like to know what quest you're currently on.
We are...
Yes, my daughter.
Shush!
What is it I can help with?
Just step away from him.
I'm raiding things behind him.
Yes, my daughter.
Shoo!
What is it I can help with?
What's the name of this quest, Mia?
Try to describe it, because I believe that would be funnier.
This guy here believes that, I think it's this town is, they're all having bad nightmares, and it's to do with some magic or something. And so we've got to solve the problem, which involves me drinking some drugged drink and having my memories stolen and supplanted or something. But we've got to find this drugged drink so that I can drink it and go on some kind of weird trip.
Very well explained. The Spotted Cows summarized that as the Dawnstar Nightmare quest.
Did I
He
do that?
totally didn't mention the big stick in the middle of the room.
Oh, another bee.
Those guys like bees,
I've got a
apparently.
feeling that one's not dead yet. Let's just
He
make
looks
sure
pretty
he's...
dead. He is
Oh yeah,
pretty
he's
dead.
dead.
So, Bell also believes, with all the wine bottles and still bodies, this part of the dungeon looks like the aftermath of a party.
It's over there, see?
Yeah, I know. We probably all knew.
Oh,
A side note, you're not allowed to pick up any wine bottles, by the way. You still have to carry around 15 of these because of your weird wedding quest.
Yeah.
Which I believe you should finish sometime soon.
Oh, we'll finish it sometime.
Soon?
Oh, glow dust. It might be soon.
I hope it is soon. I'm starting to get upset with the wine bottles in your pocket.
Ooh, squelchy. There's things on here that, like, you don't come across very often. Oh, I don't want to take another giant's toe, because I've got one of those as well in my inventory that I can't get rid of, because...
I know.
It won't even let me eat it. Ooh.
I know.
I'll leave the skeever tail. I've got one of those.
You should pick up the health potions.
Gonna.
This must have been quite a party if they smashed a table and the floor too.
Indeed. What's that? Oh,
that's a spider web. I feel like I should try and start a conversation with chat, so this is, you know, a tad more distracting than you looking at the floor for a few minutes while you try to find things. But the problem is I'm not entirely sure what to talk about. You usually have topics to talk about with chat. Give me an example, please. It's alright, take your time. Well, I'll read out that Belle also just pointed out that you just picked up some dog meat.
Oh, did I? Didn't mean to.
He then goes on, explaining that the poor fella doesn't look so hot. Apparently World War III must have done a number on him.
No, I think I skipped over the dog meat. Yeah, I did.
Well done.
It's a bit of wood. Oh. Getting a bit of lag, actually.
That is probably the autosave script. I did remember you told me to turn it down a notch, and then I didn't. I had probably very good reasons not to. Like forgetting to.
Fair enough. Alright, I'm going to leave the giant's toe. I'll leave the skeever tail. I'll pick that up in a minute.
So the spotted cow suggesting we go for some not safe for work stuff, which could be almost anything because most things are not safe for work. Candy Crush is not safe for work. Your boss would scold you still if you're playing that at work. Well done. You're carrying too much and are unable to run.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What have I got I can drop? Probably picked up something I really didn't
How about
mean
the
to.
15 bottles of wine? Oh, no, you can't.
I got some random armour that I don't need. It's a pretty helmet. It's not worth that much.
Is it a quest item?
Might have been.
Do you need the orcish gauntlets?
No, I'll drop those. Anything else I don't need there? No.
But also suggesting that I'm telling them funny stories of my life as a teacher as a form of entertainment. No. That requires me to think of some funny stories.
Where's my value by weight thing?
Uh-oh. Oh, there it is.
It's back.
That was weird.
What's Neurolions mixture?
Sounds like a quest item.
Does. Don't really... Oh, I've got all these dragon bones. That's probably what's weighing me down. Yeah. I've got a little bit of extra space.
Well, say hello to Sharkunda Jackson.
Who?
Sharkunda Jackson.
Hello, Sharkunda. Welcome to the stream.
Who apparently dropped all their, I don't know, prawns and watermelons. Are you sure you want to go there? This looks like a direction where more quest is happening,
Do you
and
think?
some people could wake up.
Okay. Alright, got the torpor. Let's go back, talk to our guy.
I'd assume he's already walking down to you. Or not, he's still busy looking. Never mind, I was wrong.
Hello.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Found it.
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs.
There you go, Mia. That's what happened.
So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink.
Well, that doesn't
What?
sound creepy,
Don't I need to lie down in a bed if I'm going to go to sleep?
You can hardly drink in a lying position, Sal. Have you ever tried that? You'll ruin
Yeah.
your face.
I tend to spill it on the bed sheets. But I could sit up and drink it in a bed and then lie down?
You think they have beds around here?
What? Here? Now?
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
I could guarantee you could hit tab now, walk right back outside, and the people of Dawnstar would be fine for the rest of the game.
Yep. And don't you think that, like, we should clear out the rest of the place first? Make sure that there's no bad things? I mean... yeah, alright. We'll do
Let's
it.
continue. We still have much to do.
I'll do it.
It looks like he's threatening you with that mace.
He does, doesn't he? Alright, what was it called?
I don't know. Vermina's Phobo.
Something or other. There we go, Vermina.
Torpor.
Alright, drinking it.
Well done.
Done it.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varen.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
Not the miasma.
No alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
I'm ready. I have made my peace with the gods.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thoric,
Well,
we must
off you
remain
go.
here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
What do I do?
Agreed to the death.
You walk upstairs and activate the barrier.
But
It's part of your dream.
have I no weapons?
Well, this is a dream. Of course you don't have weapons.
I fought worse than you.
Just
I
keep
go,
on
what, this
waddling.
way?
It's a dream. Nothing can hurt you in a dream, right?
This way?
Yes.
Gut you like a horker!
Which way? That way?
I don't know. It's your dream, not mine.
Up the stairs?
Probably.
I haven't got any quest markers.
Well, you do. You just can't see them.
Uh,
Well, it looks like you're on the right path.
I'm guessing.
Also, this looks like things to come in the future.
Where? Where?
Well, not there. To the right. To the right, down the hallway.
This way?
I assume.
Where?
Up the stairs.
It's all weird colours. I can't see it properly.
I know. Most of us can't. This is a really bad effect, but there's the marker. You just need to pull the chain and you should be fine.
This is your last mistake. I'll see you while you can.
Alright, what now?
I think we're waiting until... Oh, there we go. You're almost back, I guess.
What now?
I think you need to take that soul stone there.
Ah. Disable the magical barrier.
Soul gem. There we go.
It's snowing!
I don't think that's snow. That's mostly just dust and other ground.
Ah. Let's get my weapons back out again. Right. Okay. Done it!
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Well, if you vanished, he couldn't have woken you up as soon as something seemed wrong, could he?
True, actually.
Wow, rude.
But yeah, it was quite remarkable. It was all weird colours and quite trippy and a bit scary. Couldn't see properly, but the magic arrow pointed me in the right direction, sort of, and with a little help from me, shouting left a bit, right a bit. It was also if I was really there.
But are you mad? You could have died.
I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull.
Right, well, we'll talk more later. Let's get on.
Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend.
But also points out that for men of faith, these guys have a colourful vocabulary.
Come. We must get to the skull and destroy it.
Yeah. But before we do, have I searched everybody around here? No. Gold.
So here's another hypothetical scenario in which you are in a band and you're saying, "We are Sylvester. We're here to sing about loot things and death and make you uncomfortable." I imagine Potato would have been happy if you read that out, but, you know, it's too late for that now.
Yeah, and I'm kinda focused on making sure I don't miss anything.
Well, you can't pick up a lot anymore after this because, you know, you're a bit full. But also points out, it was as if Rar ate one of those brownies that he told Mia to get you yesterday. She didn't even get around to doing anything. Hold on.
No intention of letting him.
We fight to the last.
Well done.
Shouldn't I be searching all these areas?
You probably should. Don't just let...
Will I get a chance to search them on the way back?
Yeah, you can. There's only one way in and out, so you'd basically have to navigate the whole temple again as soon as you're leaving.
Okay.
Which shouldn't be in long... Which should be soon, seeing how, you know, in your dream sequence you were almost already at the entrance.
Yep.
So you just have to walk the same distance down there again.
By her benevolence, you shall not stop us. Do your worst.
Any more? Yep.
Blazing Gale points out that today in his English class, a kid asks, why can a woman hit a man, but a man can't hit a woman?
Well, I would say that nobody should be hitting anybody.
Fair point. And then Blazing Gale pointed out that, a very, apparently, in his opinion, a very good lesson about equality. If you're a man, you don't have any.
Stop us. You're mine.
Wow, these guys are tough. Sorry, what was that, Mir?
If you're a man, equality doesn't exist for you. Which could be a statement taken in two different directions, either oppression of women or you being disadvantaged as a man, which sounds, you know, silly.
Yeah, and certainly in the UK, both are illegal.
There, Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice.
It is really confusing how both of them have the exact same voice.
How am I doing for health?
Oh, you're doing fine.
Forgive me.
Woo!
Well done.
Thank you very much. I think I had some significant help there.
I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends.
Well,
Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so?
Maybe they were right. Did I say that?
maybe, I don't know. I'm not a weird, confused cat in a dark, damp temple.
Do you think they might be right?
No, you mustn't listen to them. They speak only lies and deception. Had we aided them in releasing the skull, they would use it to wreak havoc across Skyrim. They had to die. It's time. The skull must be destroyed.
Plug your
If you'll
ESL.
stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incant remove the barrier.
Because seeing how this is a dating artifact, I assume we'll be getting some lovely sweet talking directly into our ears soon.
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
What do we do? Do we
Alfie
kill him?
already asked chat if Sal
excellent.
should kill Arender or not. Well, clearly I'm voting for killing him because there's a sweet skull in it for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's alright. Chat will take their time. How do you feel about him so far?
Well, you know, I'm a cat.
So you want to eat him?
I'm usually, my loyalty is to whoever feeds me best. Don't kill,
clearly,
kill.
A blazing gale and a spotted cow and Bill also wrong. Let's go with Potato, who's got a green thing on it. Clearly that means he's better than everybody else. And that means you should kill him.
Well, we've got 3 don't kills, 1 kill.
Alfie does point out that he did lie to you about who he was and why he was there, so clearly that's a kill.
And Dennis says that the staff sucks butt and you'll have no use for it anyway. It's true, actually. I'm not really that
You're
interested in
collecting
it myself.
garbage anyway.
Probably can't even
You
carry
could
it.
give it to Lydia, she might use it, and then when it's discharged, you can sell it.
I'm tempted to let him do it because we've got 3 versus 1.
What do you mean 3 versus 1? Do you not count my vote and Alfie's vote?
What did Alfie say? I don't see Alfie's vote.
Well, Alfie points out that he lies to you and,
True.
so forth. That clearly implies that he wants him dead.
But
Potato feeds you with art.
that's true. But
You
we've
should
got
respect his wishes and kill the people he points you at.
also, and Dennis and Spotted Cow all say don't kill.
They'll also might point out that Alfie hasn't actually voted yet. He implied his vote, and that's enough for me.
Yeah, he's
How
not the
dare
same.
The
reward to kill is more than not to kill. Well, that's as much as a cat needs. Okay. Well, sorry, Potato, but I'm not going to kill.
Well, you're in for a boring minute or so. Where he'll just stand here and do nothing.
Well,
Also, you'll upset Vermina.
She's not my god, is she?
No, not really. Blazing Gale points out that he doesn't feed you with art, he feeds you with amusing nonsense. Or amusing noisance. Is that like nonsense mixed with noise?
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me.
Are you gonna be alright?
In time, I believe I will.
A compensation!
I constructed a meager shrine tomorrow in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here.
Thank you.
There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you.
You should have asked for compensation because you got nothing except for him as a potential Lydia.
Okay.
This was a bad deal. Really bad deal. I'm mildly... No.
Well,
Moderately upset.
Well, if I save the people of Dawnstar, you know, from their nightmares, so be it.
From their nightmares? Having a bit of a bad sleep, you rescued him from that? They won't thank you at all. They'll probably throw you out of town because you picked up a bottle cap or something.
Yeah, that happens.
Ugh. Spotted Cow points out that the Jarl of Dawnstar might give you some money for this, though. Well, you would have stopped the nightmares anyway if you just took the staff, I assume.
Ooh, disease immunity.
Well, you're never really getting diseased, do you?
It's true. Alright, so what can I...
You need to click on RAR down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops, wrong one. Right, what can I... I'm going to have to get rid of a dragon bone, I think.
Ladies and Gale points out that bad sleep over long periods of time can have some detrimental effects on a human being, which is fine, still, but have you seen the people in Skyrim and Dawnstar specifically? They deserve bad sleep.
Alright, I'll drop 2 of my dragon bones. Even though they're really valuable, because I'll get more of them.
Anyway, say hello to Charlie97.
Hello, Charlie.
Who A says hello and B wants to know what happened so far.
We read some more Baron Zaya.
That's true.
And then we followed the vampire wizard bloke down in here. He made me take some drugs. And I had this weird trip where I hallucinated being
Potato
someone
points
from the
out
past.
that you could just eat all of your food and then not ditch the bones.
I've not got that much food on me, though. Check. Yeah, I got some clam meat, but it doesn't really, and a honey nut treat.
Well, you've
and
got
a
13
potato.
bottles of wine, which you can't eat.
Yeah, I'm carrying that for a quest.
You carry one of these bottles for a quest. The other bottles are just accidentally glued to the one you can't drop.
You would almost think Mia was salty about that. Mia really wants me to get married, don't you, Mia?
No. You skipped your marriage and just paid to give the ring back or something.
Yeah, what happened? Did I run out? I forget. Well, I don't want to ask because it might involve spoilers.
Well, please do ask. I will do my best not to spoil the quest for you.
Oh, but Mia, that's like your fetish.
Don't worry. With Skyrim quests, there are limits on my end. Blazing points out that wishing death upon the people living in Dawnstar is not nice and not fine. But I'm fine with it. And I hope they all die.
That's nice.
Potato suggests that you could toss the potions you don't use.
Yes.
And Alfie...
Ooh! Oh, bad guy!
You should hit him!
Gunner!
Never should have come here.
Ooh, and I haven't got my health either. Oh, I've got a critical in there, I think.
Never mind, then. Alfie points out that there's a chest up near the entrance that you can use to store stuff and then come back for later.
Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? I mean, I could even store it in the chest down there.
Yeah, but then you'd have to walk through the entire dungeon again.
Yeah, but I can't hold it. I couldn't carry it to the chest.
You could. You would just go very
Really
slowly.
slow.
But then on the other hand, you'd only have to walk through this temple once.
I think, is he going to come back to life? No.
Charlie97 found your recap rather good. I'm not entirely sure if that was sarcasm or not. But it was
I'm
the
sure
truth.
it was well meant.
Probably. It had a smiley face.
Yeah.
Potato's requesting for you to do the wedding quest next.
I'm going to do all of the things around Dawnstar, but I'll put it up on my list of priorities.
Your list of priorities at the moment looks like a jumbled mess. Is that person over there alive?
I'm not sure. Let's go round there and
could walk around the
out.
table and warm them up a bit with your other hand.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Did I search this one? Maybe.
Yeah, looks alright to me.
Don't know why I'm taking all of the magicka potions. It's not like I use magicka that much.
I assume you want to sell them?
They're not even really worth that much. I'm more... It's like if I need them. If I need magicka potions, I'm going to need a lot of magicka potions. I would probably use my entire stash in one go if I needed them.
To be fair, if you wouldn't need magicka, you'd need to use magic at the moment. And seeing how much you use your left hand at the moment, you'd probably almost be better off putting a shield in there at this point.
No, I'm not going to use a shield though.
Fair point. Why not?
Because that involves like extra buttons.
So does using magic. But also wants you to collect the wine because it's tasty. I believe he's trying to set you up for a trap.
Oh, I would, except I can't at the moment because if I pick up any wine, I can't put it down.
The spotted cow assumes that the wedding quest will be completed in 12,025.
It will be completed before we stop playing.
You mean for today?
No.
That's ambitious.
I mean, you know, before we bring Skyrim to an end.
Oh, so 12,025.
I don't know. Let's unlock this chest. Start round here. Oh, how about that for a first guess? Alright, are we sure everybody here is dead? I mean, they look dead.
To return to an earlier point, Blazing Gale was basically saying that third wave feminism seems less like working for equality and more like being rather rude to cisgendered straight white males.
I'm not that familiar with sort of particular branches of feminism or anything.
I assume it is the current modern version of it. But that is just like
Oh, bees.
trying to extrapolate the issue of Islamic terrorists and then just widening that into definition on the entirety of the Islamic religion and belief system. I assume there are loads of third wave feminists who do well, but then you have that very outspoken minority that ruins it for everybody else. Just like every other topic around here.
Quite possibly.
The spotted cow later on suggested that if you're a man, you just hit the woman and just tell the police that you identify as a fruit fly, so if she hits you back, it's animal cruelty.
Yeah.
Still poses the question, why did she need to resort to hitting people in the first place? You could be a civilized person and just try to talk it out, or if you realize that you can't talk it out with that person, just walk away. I don't ever really see the need for violence.
Yeah, that's my philosophy on it, is like, it's not really right for anybody to be hitting anybody. So...
Moving on, Blazing Gale did
No one
point
can
out
hit
that he
anyone.
wasn't referring to the situation of the law. He meant, from the perspective of society, men hitting women is considered the worst thing ever, but if a woman hits a man, it's completely fine.
I wouldn't say so.
Fair point, but I do believe I have seen some small-scale experiments that would support that viewpoint. I'm not saying everybody is like that, but I believe at the moment still a vast majority of people would still consider the version where a woman is, getting physically aggressive against a man would be considered as not a big issue in public. Also not at home. But, perspective and perception of society in that regard is slowly shifting, and we're all trying to work for a more equal tomorrow.
Yeah, I can see how it's like when someone who is bigger hits someone who is smaller. That is seen as a less defensible thing than someone smaller hitting someone bigger.
Yeah. But again, that whole problem could be just circumvented by not hitting anybody.
Yeah.
So Potato points out that the shield could protect you from getting killed. And then he asks where Lydia is, and that's where you're wrong.
She'll be outside,
Lydia
won't
is Sal's human shield. So clearly that's why she doesn't need one. And Charlie97 points out that he didn't intend to sound sarcastic. He asks what he missed every time he joins, and later on finds out that the recap usually is a tad lacking. So this one was a fairly good recap in comparison. This doesn't sound good.
No, it
Let's
doesn't.
move over. And I guess I'm moving over to Train Song too. Feel free
I've got
to
that
already
weird
start
buzzing sound which suggests that that's a
Oh,
computer
no, that's gonna be
crash
too
rather
loud.
than a game crash. Which is probably why it was lagging. Actually,
So
I've
while
still
we're
got light on
waiting,
my
the one
mouse.
is asking, did Logan Paul see Chasters or was he made into an example? Wouldn't both be the same? If he's being made an example, wouldn't they just have to drag him to justice? I wouldn't know. I've not been following the scene. That also points out that apparently it's both. He went the way of the PewDiePie. I don't even know what way the PewDiePie went, so I don't know what happened to Logan Paul. In theory, I shouldn't really care, but now that you brought it up, I want to be in on the topic, and so you should tell me what happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to PewDiePie. Is my mic plugged into your computer, me?
Yes.
Have I still got sound? Oh, good.
You've got sound at all times. We've been through this several times already. I'd assume you would have realised by now that the stream doesn't cut off anymore.
I know the stream doesn't cut off. I couldn't remember whether my microphone cut off or not.
Now, where was I? Blazing Gale points out that he could give me plenty of reasons to hit somebody. He's not saying that you should do it, but there's plenty of reasons to do it. Well, that's where you're wrong. That's just your reasoning skills are apparently very aggressive, and you should work on that.
Oh, here we go. Right. It wants to finish configuring Windows updates.
Just to let people know.
So that's why I was getting that's what the lag was about, because it chose that moment to do Windows updates, and that's why it crashed, because it was trying to install them.
I should see what chat is currently saying, because
it's going to restart. Oh no, it's configuring.
Don't worry, just let it run its course.
Yeah.
We've got the technical difficulty stream.
Yeah.
Bomba's wondering where the animation went. That's right. I only set that up for the one thing. The moment it's beer Sal.
Beer Sal?
Sal with beer in hand.
Oh, I like beer Sal. Have I seen beer Sal before?
Yes, you should have. Alright, hold on. Transform. Flip horizontally. Remove beer Sal. Where's beer Sal gone? There you go. Animated Sal coming in now. Now, what did I miss a chat again? They're not talking about the current thing, so I'm scrolling back.
The Logan Paul thing.
Yes.
My opinion on the matter is that I'm interested in it from YouTube's perspective and how they behave, and I've got views about YouTube's board. Oops, that was my work password.
I told you should change your password. It is unreasonably long for a home computer.
It's very close to my work password, otherwise I'd forget one or the other. But yeah, I forget which computer I'm on. Was it justified? It was what's that?
Asus.
Why is Asus having a problem?
Sorry, Asus. Probably because that's your mainboard manufacturer?
Yeah, I know. So alright.
Do you need a BIOS update?
Well, I didn't earlier.
Apparently you do need now. Point in case being, you apparently do really. Potato prefers the colour version of his work. Well, now I feel like I've done the wrong thing, but I can't change it in such short notice. Also, it wouldn't fit well with the monotone difficulty screen. I'll work on it. I have a weird idea to use the animated cell, but it might take a while to turn it into reality. Did you start Steam? You need that.
I am starting Steam.
Lovely. Now, what is chat saying? But also asking, does this already mean we'll move over to pixel piracy? No, we're almost there.
Not. Yeah, especially understanding what the problem was helps. Which one do I open? It's the ski one, isn't it?
So Blazing Gale points out
Nexus
that Logan Paul got his YouTube Red series cancelled. I didn't even know he had one. How does somebody who just produces vlogs get a YouTube Red series? Did it turn the YouTube Red series into a long vlog? A very long vlog into YouTube Red series?
YouTube were see him as a revenue stream.
Yeah.
And their YouTube's concern is that if they showcase him as somebody who is advertiser friendly and then he turns out not to be advertiser friendly, it'll chase away even more advertisers, which is where YouTube's revenue comes from, and they are a loss-making organisation. They've got to limit the losses that they're making.
So in response to your earlier point, Blazing Gale points out, if they're smaller, then they shouldn't bloody act like they can take on the bigger guy and hit him.
I agree. People shouldn't be hitting each other. Okay, so thank you for the multiple autosaves, Mia.
Haha, I know. Deadlock, who you haven't said hello to
Hello,
yet,
Deadlock.
is asking, if he can't hit anyone, can he still use fire magic on them? I'm terribly sorry that you had to join in the middle of
this. Feels better.
It was probably the Windows update running in the background.
Yeah. It was all...
I told you to turn them off.
I
told you the system is horrible. You shouldn't be using Windows 8.
I had no choice. It was the Windows that came with my PC.
Ugh. I've switched back. Anyway.
Still getting a delay entering and leaving inventories, but yeah.
I'll look into what could be causing this.
It's feeling a lot smoother now.
Well, also points out that we're all trying to work for a more equal tomorrow as fools. Us all would apparently include the entirety of ICES and God knows who else. Well, maybe I was using the royal we and was just referring to myself as a whole group of people. I am mere a people. Blazing Gale points out that shields add armor points, which reduces damage in general, so you wouldn't even need to click anything to reduce the damage you're taking. Also, he really recommends this fire suppression shield you picked up earlier. It's apparently good stuff. To return to the earlier point, Blazing Gale pointed out that Logan Paul got his YouTube Red series cancelled, just like PewDiePie did, but it really feels like PewDiePie got it harder than he deserved, in Blazing Gale's opinion.
I don't know what he did. It wasn't...
As far as I'm aware, because this blew up quite a lot and even reached my stony corners of the internet, he used the N-word on stream.
Ah...
Then again, Bomb, on the other hand, believes that Logan got what he deserved. But he shouldn't be getting anything worse.
Look how much they're worth. Okay, we need to... We'll carry those and sell those. Any more live people in here? No? No? Okay.
Hold on, if both PewDiePie and Logan Paul got the same punishment, both of those being the YouTube Red series being cancelled, how is this fair? I would believe that PewDiePie's offense is far less than showing a dead body live on camera in a restricted forest in Japan. Again, if you weigh those two things against each other, it depends on your cultural background, how strongly you feel about each. I shouldn't be a judge of that. Moving on, Blazing Gale points out that, do I really think he should reason with somebody who spit on his face? Or here's another example. One of his fights involved a prick who tried to burn his hair. And again, the question, do I really think that they don't deserve a punch? Yes. You should be the better man, and instead of punching them in a physically aggressive manner, you should just go through the proper channels and report them to the authorities. Let people who are paid to push out violence to deal with this.
May have said that in a bit of a pompous way, but he has got a point. Is that if you lower yourself to somebody else's standards, then you are no better than they are.
Precisely.
So even if it's their fault, they are the cause of the ensuing violence, you chose to perpetuate it. Ooh,
on a side note, you should return to the library, I think. There was that hallway that you didn't go down.
Oh, yeah.
Because you drank that stuff.
Yeah. I'll do that. Well, I tell you what I'll do first then is... Do you think those dragon bones will still be there?
They will be, but are you sure you want to run all the way down there again?
Oh, it's not that far. I mean, I've taken a long time getting up here, but that's because I was searching every nook and cranny. So before I go any further, let's just... which way was it? This way.
Blazing Gale also points out that Logan Paul's ad revenue was cut in half because he's no longer Google's preferred child.
Yeah.
How was this done? Did they just flat out take his ad revenue and cut it in half? Or did he just get those advertiser-friendly markers everywhere?
No.
Or maybe all his views just plummeted because people were boycotting him?
I can tell you if you want.
Oh, yes, please do.
Or you can carry on guessing if you wish.
I was trying to guess to find. Tell me, make me look like a fool.
So there is a scheme in YouTube which highlights you as a preferred person for advertisers. It says this person has lots of views.
Is this a technical term? Wow.
No, this is not the technical description. It's the non-technical description.
If you hold E on the dragon... never mind.
I was going to put them in there.
What? No.
Why? Then they won't despawn.
Hold on. Here's a glorious idea.
Hmm?
Exit the chest, go in your inventory, find the heaviest item you have, which might be your armour.
Okay.
Just go in all and sort by weight.
Okay.
Not value per weight, weight.
Oh, yeah.
Drop your armour.
Okay.
Now, look at your armour and hold E.
And
now just walk out the door. If you scroll out, people realise you're a naked cat carrying your clothes out the door. You didn't have to do... You dropped your armour. You dropped your armour. Go back to first person so you can find it again.
I got it.
On a side note, say hello to Ralph, who joined in the middle of that technical difficulties thing.
Hello, Ralph.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Windows updates. Which way was it round here? Oh no, that's a dead end. If I come across an orc now, I'm in trouble.
You are. You are.
Because I can't fight in third person.
Not only
and
that, but
no
you're not wearing
on.
your armour. Anyway, back to chat.
Uh-huh.
Ralph congratulates Potato on the nice work on the animation, and we would like to echo that appreciation for his work. It looks nice, and I can't wait for the second part. I'm not sure if he's teased them yet about this or not.
Do you know, I think I'll put my armour back on for a little while, drop the dragon bones here, because this is where I was.
No. You've already walked through there. Everybody will be dead. As long as you don't walk back into the library, nothing will happen to you.
I'm not...
Trust me.
But...
I am the most trustworthy person here.
Okay, but I'll go back into first person.
Sure, do that. Though you might have to pick that up again.
Oops.
Wrong button.
Wrong button.
No, right button, but not held long enough.
Oops, that's right. It's not click and drag. It's
Ralph
drop.
points out that it doesn't really matter that Logan Paul's revenue is down. You make that all back with other advertisers and his Instagram sponsorship program. I doubt that.
Which way?
YouTube probably is his largest source of income. I'd like to argue. I wouldn't know. You might have dropped your armor just now.
Yeah. What was that
Hold E.
noise? Was that the sound of...
Just the dungeon making random noises.
Okay.
But then again, Blazing Gale points out that this at least opens up space for better YouTubers to have a chance and get there. I'm not
Alright,
sure
where
this...
was this chest?
What? No, carry on walking. You need to
Which way?
This way?
That way?
No, not that way. Yes, this way.
Through the...
Yes.
Through the thing?
Yes. I assume the chest is somewhere in here. Don't ask me where, though.
You said there was a chest. Oh, there's a chest there. That'll do.
There you go. Told you. Well, I didn't. Alfie did, but, you know.
Oh, I've got to unlock that chest, so I mustn't have picked it already.
Ralph believes that Amazon will apparently sue him soon for some reason for like $1 billion. Also say hello to Zeron the Gamer. Sorry for being so
Zero.
late on saying hello to you. I've fallen quite a tad behind with chat. Blazing Gale points out that since you're using Windows 8, God will have mercy on you.
Yeah.
And then Ralph wants to know if God wants to thank Sal. Probably.
Put that snow bear pelt in there as well. And let's put my armour back on. Where's my armour? Well, it's the heaviest thing I'm carrying. Oh, there it is.
Well
Okay.
done. Moving on in the discussion about Logan Paul, Babom pointed out earlier on that now with YouTube having cut ties with him, he will be more likely to have his videos taken down. Also, Ben also pointed out that since I used the royal we, he bets that I don't even have one royal bone in my Frankfurter body.
Oh, crashed again.
Well, that is unfortunate.
It
You should
is. When would
probably-
I have had a last autosave?
Just a few minutes ago. Probably by the time you got up to the chest. Potato points out that he'll be finishing the mirror animation today, but the question to me would be if I think I can tie the animation to a command. That's actually what I've been working on today before the stream started. It's quite a large scale thing and I'm not entirely done yet. There are some options where I could use a third-party service, but that only reacts to donations and subscribers, and that's not really what we're here for. You'd like to tie it to commands that happens at any time when you just hit a few buttons to annoy me. So again, I'm working on that, not entirely quite sure how to do that. So there are some solutions that suggest I could do it with an additional chatbot, but I'm not sure how well that would operate alongside with the Restream chatbot. I'm looking into it, but no promises. Oh, Bomb points out that the YouTube Red cancellation for PewDiePie was this entire ordeal with the Wall Street Journal calling PewDiePie a Nazi.
What, they called him a Nazi?
No,
Or...
yes, I think so. He made some joking references to Nazi Germany in his videos, presumably. And then the Wall Street Journal called him out for being one.
Well, without context, it's hard to have an opinion.
That also then further on explains that he was sacked from YouTube Red before the N-word debacle. It was when regular news outlets published pieces about him making Nazi jokes. Yeah.
And PewDiePie, it was a channel aimed at younger viewers, though. So I can understand why, with the target audience that he had, you do have to be stricter with him.
I should check up if current chat is saying something. No, but Babum wants you to drink something. Luckily, I've gotten rid of that. Ralph says that he thinks Keemstar, of all people, put it well. The whole ad revenue and stuff was okay, but YouTube Red was a good way of YouTube to make extra money, therefore making YouTube better. I don't know, I feel like YouTube Red was splitting the community, which is never a good idea.
What, YouTube Red?
Yes.
From what I've heard and read about YouTube Red, it was a good way for content creators to make money out of it too.
I mean, yes, it was, but it's still splitting the community between paying customers and normal consumers.
Well, isn't that a bit like Patreon supporters who have private listed videos?
Depends on what sort of privately listed videos those are.
So a common
But it is
thing...
in theory the same, if you want to be radical about it.
So a common theme is for creators to give either early access to scheduled videos to Patreon supporters, or to do things like outtake videos, which are only available to Patreon supporters.
As long as the main content is still publicly available, I don't mind.
YouTube Red is not available in the UK, I don't think. So it's something that, because as I understand it, if you are a content creator, a YouTube Red viewer is better for you than a viewer who just watches and doesn't skip the adverts. Then I thought it would be, if I could be a YouTube Red person, then I would be, because it'd be a way to support the content creators that I like.
So you're on the other side of the community, I see.
Is that I'm on the what?
You're on the other side of the community because you would go for YouTube Red while I wouldn't. Staying with the poor masses. Rising above them as their royal representative.
Well, it's a bit like I pay a TV license for...
No, you don't.
I do.
You opted out of paying a TV license ages
I still
ago.
pay it.
You mean you
I
still
told
pay
them that
it?
I don't have one, so please stop asking me. But I still pay it.
What do you mean? What do you mean you pay it even though you don't?
Because I believe that the BBC's services should be available, and that's only going to happen if people pay for it. And I may have in the past not had a TV license. I'm not saying I did. I'm saying it is possible that in the past I might have not had a TV license when I was supposed to have had. And now I have a TV license when I don't need one. So, karma. And and I believe that the BBC should be funded, and it's a way that I can contribute.
I see your point. I think similar to how I definitely wouldn't have pirated games in the past and then later on bought them on Steam.
What should we do? Should we switch to pixel piracy, since as things are looking a bit unstable?
I would have suggested you load up Skyrim one more time and then try and walk out the door to see if that improves it. Maybe it's just the temple that's causing you problems.
Maybe, but I suspect, because I'm still getting that error message from my motherboard.
Fine.
It's upset about something. I need to look into that and find out why it's upset.
Fine. I'll stop the stream so I can rebrand everything to Pixel Piracy.
Is that really necessary? Yeah,
yes, it
probably
is!